Okay, starting at measure 16, now we're getting this index finger in on our right hand in the game. Okay, so we're going to be working with a D chord here. And I got my bar pulled back so I can test out the tuning of that D. If you just hit your 3rd string 7th fret and your open 1st string, then that'll test out whether you're in tune or not. And then keep the bar real straight once you're in tune. I can see it there in the shot there. It looks pretty straight. Okay, so what we want to do just for right now is to just work on these 8th note feels with this upstrum. And what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to keep everything really light. Okay, not real super heavy on any part of it. Just get used to that feel. Remember, keep your hand close to the sound holes. Keep your bar real straight in position here. And what we're doing is we're putting in 8th notes here. We're doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just like that. And this is going to be the foundation that we're going to build to getting that index finger in there and then to start getting some more syncopated kind of things. So we're not putting in the chop yet. What I really want you to get used to is find a way to get that upstrum. Now, on the tablature, I've got it written to use your index finger on your right hand. Okay, so you could do that. Some people like to use their middle finger, and some people even use their thumb. But if you're going to use your thumb, be careful, because on that upstrum, your pick could shoot off, and make sure you got a real tight pick on there, not too tight where it's cutting off the blood circulation. But a real light strum with your thumb and a light strum back with your index. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and if we try that with the metronome, turn it down to about 65. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So there's the idea, right? It's not much there, just getting used to that up and down strum. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to measure 18. And now we're putting in the 8th note, right? The up strum with our thumb, but now we're going to add that chop in there. Okay, so you do 1 and chop and. So it's 1 and chop and 1. And then so that's 1 and chop and 3 and 4 and 1 and chop 3 and 4. So if you heard, I was chopping more on these lower strings and it kind of had a weird sound. Remember, still aim for those higher strings. 1 and chop and 3 and 4. 1 and chop and 4 and 1 and chop and 3 and 4. So the down and up, if we're thinking about the beat, the down and up is going to come on beats 1 and 3. 1 and you can tell with the arrows too what's the down strum and then the up strum. So the arrows, if that's confusing, basically the arrows are following the numbers of the string. So think of it as that's, the arrows are pointing this way, and that means to strum the direction the arrows are pointing, not as in up and down like up and down from the ground, but more up and down from. Okay, so we got 1 and 2 and. So remember that the ands, just a real light strum with your index finger up. 1, so 1 and chop and 3 and chop and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So if we try that with the metronome. 1 and chop. Okay, now if I turn that up, check out how it sounds a little quicker. I'm going to do it to 120. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's my suggestion to you is, you know, try to get that to where it's, you know, you're getting that faster beat to it. And you can just do it if you don't have a metronome. Here's the, it can double. Here's it at 120. I'm still going to play it the same tempo or the same way. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what's going to be hard with this is to keep real light, right, with your thumb and your index, but to do a hard chop. And to try to keep the angle of your pick just right so that when you're doing those up strums, it doesn't shoot off. So make sure you're still getting it on the flat part of your pick, and it's not getting caught on the strings or anything. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to measure 20 with a little bit more advanced syncopation now.